Now, this is a whole lot easier than it was 20 years ago, I will tell you that. But the easiest way I've ever found to put a name on the decision maker is to simply ask that frontline person that answers the phone. And I'm going to say right now, I'm talking about if you're calling a large company. Let's say you're calling a Fortune 500 company, or even a company that has a few hundred employees. There's usually two levels of screening that happen. There is a switchboard operator or a receptionist. There's like a frontline person. And then the contact, the person you actually want to reach, may have a secretary or an assistant as well. So there's two levels of screening. Now, if you're calling a big company, the first thing that you need to know, and you might want to write this down, is that that frontline person, that receptionist, does not screen calls. They say things that sound like they're screening calls, but they're not actually screening calls. What they are doing is connecting calls. So you want to help them so that they can give you a name and connect your call. So the script goes like this. You say, before you connect me, and you pause there because you want them to hear the word before, because you want a name. You don't want just to be connected to somebody's voicemail. And then you say, I need to reach, and you plug in the title. You do not ask for the person that makes the decision to purchase something or the person that makes the decision on real estate, because you have just, if you do that, you may as well just say, hi, I'm a salesperson and I want to sell something. So what you're going to do instead is plug in the title of the person that you believe is the decision maker and ask for that title. So before you connect me, I need to reach whatever that title might be. Who would that be, please? Now, that receptionist might very well say to you, what is this in reference to? She does not mean what is this in reference to. What she means, if a receptionist says this to you, she means there's nobody here by that title. Let's say you want to reach the head of human resources, and you say, before you connect me, I need to reach your director of human resources. Who is that, please? And the receptionist says, what is this in reference to? She means we don't have anybody by the title of director of human resources. So you've got to give her more titles. Well, I need to reach whoever it is that overall is in charge of human resources. I don't know if that's the director of human resources or the vice president of human resources or the manager of human resources. You use the broken record technique. And you say, who would handle that and what's the correct title? And most of the time, if you keep throwing out titles, you will get a name. And by the way, for my folks, my commercial real estate folks in this course, you are not looking for the office manager. You are looking for somebody with a title, and if it's a smaller business, you're looking for the owner or the president. All right, here are some more ways that you can put a name on a decision maker. Okay, first of all, check the company website. And a lot of companies these days list all their executives. It's real easy. You can also call the CEO's office. Now, the idea is not necessarily that you want to speak with the CEO, but the idea is that the CEO's assistant, this is the one time you really do want to engage with an assistant, they know everything. So you can ask that assistant for help and tell them who you're trying to reach, and they will point you in the right direction. And then you have the added bonus of being able to say the CEO's office recommended that I contact you. You can also randomly change the general number or extensions. You're looking for a human being. Let's say the regular number is 5,000. Call 5001, call 5002 until you reach a human being. It's not going to be the right human being, but it doesn't matter. You can ask that human being for help. I'm wondering if you could help me. I need to reach whatever the title is. Do you know who that is? Do you have a directory? Could you look that up for me? And lots of times people will help you. So that's another way you can get a name. You can also make up a name. Let's say you're not sure of the name of the decision maker, you call the main number, you get a receptionist, you make up a name. You say, Jane Jones, please. The receptionist says, there's no Jane Jones here. You say, oh, Jane Jones. She used to be the head of human resources. Who's taken over for her? And lots of times you can get a name that way because unless that receptionist has been there since the beginning of time, she will not know that Jane Jones never existed. You can also ask to be connected to sales. Ask a salesperson for help. They will understand. Lots of times they will help you. The magic phrase is, I'm wondering if you could help me. And you tell them exactly why, who you're trying to reach. And lots of times they will give you a name or they will look up a name for you and give you a phone number. Same thing with customer service. Customer service is there to help. Call them up and ask for their help. Of course, there is always Google. If you know the title that you're looking for, you can type into the search bar the name of the company plus the title, Senior Vice President of Human Resources, put the whole thing within quotation marks, and Google will pull up names for you. And of course, you can always do a LinkedIn search. So there are many, many ways to put a name on the decision maker. But it does all start with identifying the right titles, and we're going to talk about that next week.